This afternoon, Menzgold Company Limited has some strong words for the Securities and Exchange Commission of Ghana after a letter directing Menzgold to hold some of its operations went viral. I'll tell you the exact words that with Menzgold responds to that story. But earlier this morning, the Securities and Exchange Commission asked Menzgold Company Limited to cease trading in gold collectibles. Menzgold's business module of buying gold and subsequently advancing interest to investors in Ghana is said to be in breach of its license agreement. A letter to Menzgold's owner, Nana Pia Mensah, which is cited by JoyNews, says the Commission is awaiting, quote, specific detailed information to be provided by the gold investment company as part of its investigations into its operation. Here are excerpts of that letter, and I'm going to read that to you. It says, notice to suspend trading without license. And that letter is coming from the Exchange Commission. It says the Securities and Exchange Commission is a statutory establishment which under Section 3 of the Securities Industry Act 2016 has inter alia the mandate to maintain surveillance over activities in securities to ensure orderly, fair and equitable dealings. It goes on to say that the SEC has keenly followed and investigated the operations of Menzgold Ghana Limited, hereinafter referred to as Menzgold, since 2007, including paying a working visit to the head office of the company on 23rd August 2018 by some officials of the SEC to further understand the operations of the company, where a meeting was held with Mr. Nanayao Ofe. It goes on to say that the interactions with Mr. Ofe and Reverend Derek Akubia confirmed to SEC the view that the aspect of Menzgold business which involves the purchase/deposit of gold collectibles from the public and contracts issued with guaranteed returns with client is a capital market activity under Act 929 without a valid license issued by SEC, contrary to Section 109 of Act 929. It has consequences, they say, under Section 206 of the same Act. It goes on to say that subsequent to the visit by the SEC officials, a request for specific detailed information was made, and Menzgold has, through its lawyers, agreed to provide the necessary information requested by the SEC within 14 days. The provision of the information, however, does not make that aspect of Menzgold's operation any less of an illegality under the Act 929, as well as a threat to unsuspecting and uninformed customers. Accordingly, the SEC hereby directs Menzgold Company Limited to shut down immediately the business of trading in gold collectibles and with guaranteed returns to client, which constitutes in essence dealing in securities with neither the necessary license nor disclosures authorized by the SEC. No new contracts, the SEC says, should be created, and all advertising of the investment business halted with immediate effect. Failure to comply with this directive will lead to the SEC employing other relevant measures under the law to enforce compliance. This directive does not preclude you from continuing your other businesses of assaying, purchasing gold and from small-scale miners and export of gold. It is signed by Paul Abebio, Deputy Director General of the SEC. Sincerely yours, and it goes off that way. Well, Menzgold describes this as a needless leak, the letter that got to the media, and it says that it is completely condemning it. Let me read the exact words that Menzgold wrote in a press statement that they released a while ago. It says that management of Menzgold finds it unfortunate that a letter relating to business discussions between the organizations and the Securities and Exchange Commission has found its way to the public. Menzgold, in the wake of the Bank of Ghana warning to the public to desist from doing business with the organization, availed itself to all relevant state institutions for various consultations and dialogues designed to arrive at a productive and sustainable resolution. In the next paragraph, it says one of such organizations is the Securities and Exchange Commission, with whom we, that is Menzgold, have been hopeful of arriving at a cordial resolution to all matters. If any, then we submit to its standards if we must. This needless leak, they say, believed to be coming from the Securities and Exchange Commission, is to say the least in very bad faith and distasteful, as it defeats our confidence in the body and an affront to cooperation. They say we totally condemn it. But then the company says that as a law-abiding organization, we have referred the matter to our lawyers, and rest assured the right action will be taken. They're hereby assuring all their cherished customers that neither Menzgold as a business entity nor any of its products has been shut down. They're urging for calm as they say they're dealing with this matter to its logical conclusion. But they say that your gold trades are very safe and business is proceeding as usual. Let's get you some reactions on this particular matter. Karen Dodo has been monitoring event at the East Legon branch.
Currently here at the head office of Menzgold here at East Legon. Now, checks by Joy Business have shown that customers are trooping in to claim their monies. Now, I entered, and from what I gathered, anybody who enters is given a form, and then you write the amount you want to be given. That's the amount you've invested so far, and then it would be deposited into your account. People have been sitting there from as early as 7 a.m. and are still there. It looks like they're not getting the kind of assurance they need, but then they're hopeful that they would make their claims today. The customers number close to 100, and then there are still more trooping in. Joy Business promises to bring you more on this update.
Karen Dodo there. Let's get on the line and speak to her. She's still looking at and interacting with some of the affected customers. Hello, Karen. Karen, if you can hear me, what have the customers been telling you?
Yes, so Jesse, the reaction from the customers is a bit mixed. Some are there to withdraw their money. Others are also there just to get the assurance that their money are safe. But the thing is, they feel they are not getting the assurance they need. Although they say they've been communicated to by management of Menzgold, they think that is not enough. So when you go, you're given a slip and then you write your bank account details and they promise to send you the money. But then customers say that is not enough. Some are also saying they would wait and see what happens, how the matter unfolds. But then there's a mixed reaction from customers.
What are the staff of the company how have they been reacting to this, Karen?
So the workers, staff there, I don't know, they seem a bit on edge. Earlier this morning when I tried to even speak to some customers, they attacked me and they were preventing me from even taking shots of the premises. And if you want to go on record.
Staff of Menzgold Limited attacked you, Karen?
Yes, they did. They attacked me. They seized my phone. They seized my mic. They said I had no right to be taking shots of their building and speaking to anybody around there. They held me up in their offices for close to 20 minutes. And they were not ready to go on record.
What did they do whilst they were holding you in the office? What did they do? What did they say?
So some of the workers were trying to prevent the others who were harassing me. They were trying to tell me not to mind them. They should hold on. It was a bit disorganized. But then eventually some of them managed to apologize, and one of the managers there told me that they're trying to resolve the issue. They're still in talks with the Securities and Exchange Commission. If he wants to go on record, but then he said they're still in talks with them and they're hoping to resolve the matter.
An apology, you say. The management apologized to you. Are they taking any sanctions against whoever it is that tried to attack you, because they have absolutely no right to do so?
Yes, I showed them the number of workers who attacked me, and they told me that they promised to take actions against them. So they will get back to me on that, and then we'll see what happens.
Well, I guess I will have to make a report to the police on this matter, because nobody, and absolutely nobody, has the right to attack anybody doing their lawful duties. As we speak, Karen, what is happening?
So currently there are still some customers in their yard. The building is full. The customers should number close to 300. The building is full, and they are all there to know what actually is the problem.
Karen, thank you very much for that update. Karen Dodo there, who was attacked by some staff of Menzgold Company Limited. We'll certainly be following up on that particular matter and to bring you more updates and particularly speak to the authorities that are necessary. Now, the Securities and Exchange Commission has been, as they have made this direction to Menzgold is obviously fighting back. You're still watching The Pulse with me, Gifty and Apia. We'll be back with more.